Hi there. Welcome to this devotion. I often hear people say that they admire a person that matches violence with violence. I often heard it say that the only way to survive in the world today is to fight fire with fire. And that the sad thing, I must say, is that people that are prompted to say this, they relate to people that have fought violence with a greater violence, or fought fire with a bigger fire. The Bible has this Old Testament term, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth, and I'm sure you've heard it. It's an interesting stance because it is intended there to restrict the retaliation, not to allow the retaliation to run unchecked. Go have a good look in history. Every retaliation has been bigger than the violence that it is reacting to. And you know what? It doesn't work. Pretty soon this attitude spirals right out of control and it becomes a generational war. I was walking the garden the other day with my 3-year-old and he picks up a stick. And as boys do, he's walking around and he's whacking everything in sight. And pretty soon he whacked me on the bottom. And I must add that it wasn't a gentle whack neither. Anyway, so I turned to him and say, "Give me the stick, it's my turn." So he trustingly gives me the stick and turns around to get his whack. And as we used to say as kids, I shocked him. I gave him a proper whack. I could see in his reaction he was not expecting it to hurt. So I give him the stick back again and I say to him, "Okay, your turn." He was not even interested in playing one-on-one or one-on-one with me. And I said to him, "Clever boy." It didn't take a second term for him to figure it out that he didn't want to hurt. And at the age of 3, he figured out that reacting to violence with violence, it doesn't work. It is said that the measure of heresy is how far that theology is from the theology of Jesus. And this is what Jesus says, and it is recorded in Matthew chapter 5. This is what Jesus says, how we should be reacting to violence. This is the words straight out of the Gospel of Matthew. "You have heard it said, an eye for an eye, and a tooth for a tooth. But here is what I tell you. Do not fight against an evil person. Suppose someone slaps you on the right cheek. Turn your other cheek to them. Suppose someone takes you to court to get your shirt. Let them have your coat also. Suppose someone forces you to go 1 mile. Go 2 miles with them. Give to the one who asks for something. Don't turn away from the one who borrows something from you." And what Jesus is saying, what I really enjoy, is that our retaliation or our reaction to violence is a sign of our generosity. And that really gets me thinking. But my message this morning or this evening or whenever you hear this, my message is that an eye for an eye does not work. Retaliating violence with violence does not work. Retaliating a hard word for a hard word given to you does not work. We retaliate violence by turning the other cheek. That's how we retaliate. When someone has a harsh word to say to us, we retaliate with a kind word. And may the Spirit of our living God control your reaction when violence comes your way, when harsh words come your way, that your reaction will be in line with the theology that Jesus taught us. Until we meet again, God bless.